Hey y'all, I'm Dylan Willocks, and this is my tribute speech. My 6 audience members are before me, and the 6 is behind the camera. When I was little, we grew up watching old Western movies. My dad loved them, me and my brother both loved them. My mom, she loves them too. And one of my favorite actors from that time was John Wayne. We grew up watching just about every Western movie he had ever made, and now we go to the lake over the weekends and have pretty much a movie marathon every time we go. It's the same movies every time we watch, so we can quote every single movie word for word, pretty much. Some of my favorite movies John Wayne was in was She Wore a Yellow Ribbon, True Grit, Rio Bravo, The Alamo, Hondo, McClintock, The Cowboys, and El Dorado. John Wayne found a group of actors that he worked well with and everybody got along with, and used those same people in a lot of his movies. And a lot of his movies all had the same kind of plot line to them. Two of my favorite were Rio Bravo and El Dorado. They both started with with his friend the sheriff that turned into a drunkard because his girlfriend left him. And then throughout the movie they had the shootout in the bar and the arresting of the man who was starting all the trouble. Throughout all of his movies, John Wayne had very memorable quotes, and I picked out 3 of them that related to me the most. The first one was from the movie The Cowboys. It's "We're burning daylight." And he'd say this every time the boys were standing around talking or not working, because in the Cowboys it was a big cattle drive, and usually throughout cattle drives it was always men that would ride the horses and work the cattle. But in this one, John Wayne had a bunch of schoolboys that helped him out. He needed people to help work for him, and these boys came from the school by themselves to come and volunteer to work for John Wayne. And the next one is "Sorry, don't get it done, dude." This is from Rio Bravo, and dude was the deputy that helped John Wayne in the town. He was the drunkard that his girlfriend that left him. And he said this because when dude was drunk, John Wayne insulted him to try and get him to try and go on the right track and sober up. And he got mad and punched John Wayne across the face. And he said immediately after he punched him, the dude apologized and said, "I'm sorry." And John Wayne said, "Sorry, don't get it done, dude." And this means just saying sorry doesn't make things better. You have to actually work for it and try to straighten yourself out. And then the last one is "Out here, a man settled his own problems." And he was talking about you can't wait for someone to come help you out and do the work for you. Sometimes you have to go out there, be a man, and do it yourself. John Wayne also has a cancer foundation that was named after him. He had both lung cancer and stomach cancer. He even said that he thinks his lung cancer came from a 6-pack-a-day smoking habit. And the name of the cancer foundation is John Wayne Cancer Foundation. His sons and family set up the organization after he died from mostly the stomach cancer. Throughout my childhood, we grew up riding horses, and we even have cap gun fights that my dad bought us cap guns, and we'd go outside and have the gun fights. We even had fights inside the house and accidentally set off smoke alarms. And me and my brother would have some of my dad's old pistol holsters that go around our belts, and we'd watch John Wayne and see which one of us could draw faster. And I'd usually lose. But John Wayne has been a big impact on my life. He's one of the greatest cowboys that ever lived. And I hope one day I could grow up to be a little bit like him. My sources are about.com, johnwayne.com, and johnwaynecancerfoundation.com.